Have you ever spoken to someone for the first time and maybe the last, yet that short conversation stayed with you? In language learning, it's those unexpected talks, those real moments that help you grow the fastest. One of the best ways to learn English is through stories. They take you inside natural conversations and help you feel how real English sounds. If you want to improve your English through moments that matter, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Real English Journey. Ava arrived at the train station just before sunset. She was in Milan, heading to Florence, carrying only a backpack and a half-full bottle of water. The platform was quiet. A few people stood with their bags, checking the schedule. A child ate crackers on a bench. The air smelled faintly of metal and warm stone. She sat near the middle of the platform, pulled out a small notebook, and began to write. She wasn't writing anything special, just loose thoughts, words that came to mind. She wrote about the color of the sky, the rhythm of footsteps, the feel of travel when no one is waiting for you. Florence, 1827, blinked on the screen above. Then she heard a voice. "Excuse me, do you know if this one goes to Bologna first?" She looked up. A man, maybe in his early 30s, stood beside her. He held a worn brown suitcase and wore a denim jacket with the collar turned up. "I think it does," she said. "I saw Bologna on the list." "Great. I wasn't sure. I'm always afraid I'll get on the wrong one." He smiled, and she smiled back. The conversation could have ended there, but it didn't. He sat down one seat over, and they started talking. Not loudly, not quickly, just naturally. He was from Portugal, traveling for work, but staying an extra day in Florence just to see the art. She told him about her trips so far, how she'd started in Venice, how she'd gotten lost more times than she could count. He laughed and said that getting lost was a kind of art too. They spoke about food, about languages, about which cities made them feel small in a good way. The kind of talk that doesn't feel forced. No one checking phones. No one trying to impress. Just two people with somewhere to be, sharing the space in between. The train arrived. They stood up together. As they boarded, they ended up in the same car, sitting across the aisle. The conversation continued for a little while, quieter now, with the hum of the train in the background. At one point, she looked out the window and said, "It's strange how fast you can feel familiar with someone." He nodded, maybe because neither of us has to pretend. When they reached Bologna, he gathered his bag. "Well," he said, standing up, "I'm glad I asked you about the train." "Me too." They didn't exchange numbers. No photos, no promises. Just a quiet goodbye and a smile as he disappeared into the crowd. Later, watching the trees rush past the window, Ava opened her notebook and wrote, "Not all conversations are meant to continue. Some just arrive on time, then go." In today's story, you learned natural expressions like a half-full bottle of water, words that came to mind. The conversation could have ended there, just naturally, ended up in the same car, and meant to continue. These phrases help you sound more fluent and express subtle, emotional moments in English. We also saw how real conversations use simple past tense with short, flowing sentences. We share new stories every day to help you live inside the English language. Like the video, subscribe to Real English Journey, and tell us in the comments, have you ever had a short but unforgettable talk with a stranger? See you in the next video.